Before we dive in, a quick reminder to hit the subscribe button. Currently, only 1.7% of my viewers are subscribed. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll release special video. Alex Carter's grin widened as he faced the bewildered Galactic Council members, their faces painted with a mix of hunger and anxiety. "We need more bananas from Earth, or our treaties will crumble," exclaimed the head negotiator, his voice tinged with desperation. The room fell silent, all eyes turning to Alex, who leaned forward confidently. "Well, it seems we have a lot to discuss, doesn't it?" Alex said, his tone calm but firm. He knew the power dynamics had shifted. Earth's bananas had become a rare delicacy in the galaxy, and he was prepared to use this newfound leverage. As Alex began outlining his proposals, the tension in the room eased slightly. "In exchange for a steady supply of bananas, we expect reduced tariffs on our exports and technology sharing agreements," he stated. The council members, unable to resist the allure of the bananas, nodded in agreement. The atmosphere grew more cooperative, and Alex could sense the negotiations progressing smoothly. Just as things seemed to be going well, the doors to the chamber swung open. Zarlan, a rival negotiator from the planet Dralon, strode in with a sinister smile. "I've heard whispers of a potential banana blight on Earth," Zarlan announced, his voice echoing through the chamber. Panic rippled through the council members, their expressions turning to shock and fear. Alex's heart skipped a beat, but he maintained his composure. "That's quite a claim, Zarlan. Do you have any evidence to support it?" he challenged, his eyes locking onto Zarlan's. The rival negotiator smirked, shaking his head. "I don't need evidence. The mere possibility is enough to create doubt," Zarlan replied, his tone dripping with malice. The council members began to murmur among themselves, their trust in Alex wavering. Determined to regain control, Alex addressed the council firmly. "I assure you, this is nothing more than a baseless rumor. Our banana crops are thriving. I can provide reports from our agricultural experts to confirm this," he said, his voice steady and reassuring. The council members exchanged glances, their fears slightly alleviated by Alex's confidence. Back in his quarters, Alex paced the room, his mind racing. He contacted Earth to verify the status of the banana crops. The response was swift and reassuring. There was no blight. Relieved, Alex formulated a plan to counter Zarlan's sabotage. The following day, Alex returned to the council chamber with a holographic file in hand. "I have evidence that Zarlan orchestrated the banana blight rumor," he announced, projecting the damning communications for all to see. The council members gasped, their trust in Zarlan crumbling. "Zarlan, you've been playing a dangerous game," Alex said, his voice filled with determination. Zarlan, cornered and desperate, tried to defend himself, but failed to provide a convincing argument. The council's support shifted back to Alex, their confidence in his leadership restored. With the council's faith renewed, Alex resumed negotiations. He skillfully secured favorable trade deals and peace treaties, ensuring Earth's position remained strong. Zarlan, defeated and humiliated, retreated from the chamber, plotting his next move, but clearly weakened. As the meeting concluded, Alex returned to his quarters, reflecting on the day's events. He knew the road ahead would still be challenging, but he was prepared. The power of bananas had given Earth unprecedented leverage, and he was determined to use it wisely. The galaxy's love for bananas had united them, at least for now. Alex couldn't help but smile at the irony. Something as simple as a fruit had become the key to interstellar diplomacy. He vowed to protect this delicate balance, knowing that peace and prosperity depended on it. "The banana blight rumor is spreading like wildfire," Zarlan's voice echoed through the council chamber, sending a chill down Alex Carter's spine. Panic rippled among the council members, their whispers growing louder with each passing second. Alex stood tall, refusing to let Zarlan see any sign of weakness. This is clearly an attempt to undermine our negotiations, he said firmly, addressing the council. Let's focus on facts, not fear. One council member, a towering figure with emerald skin, leaned forward. What proof do you have that this blight is just a rumor, Alex? She asked, her voice tinged with skepticism. I have already contacted Earth, Alex replied. There is no blight. Our banana crops are healthy, and I have reports from our agricultural experts to confirm this. He projected a series of holographic documents for the council to review. The detailed reports displayed thriving banana plantations, free of any disease. Zarlan smirked, clearly enjoying the chaos he had sown. Even if your reports are true, the doubt remains. The council can't afford to take any risks, he said, his tone dripping with feigned concern. Alex felt a surge of frustration, but kept his expression neutral. We can't let baseless rumors dictate our actions. We need to focus on the facts and proceed with the negotiations as planned, he insisted. The council members exchanged uncertain glances, their trust wavering. We need time to review these reports. Another member suggested, let's reconvene tomorrow. As the council adjourned, Alex returned to his quarters, his mind racing. He knew Zarlan wouldn't stop at spreading rumors. There had to be a deeper strategy at play. Determined to uncover the truth, he spent the night analyzing communications and gathering evidence. The next morning, Alex entered the council chamber with renewed determination. I found evidence linking Zarlan to the banana blight rumor, he announced, projecting a series of intercepted messages. The council gasped as the damning evidence unfolded before them. Zarlan, caught off guard, tried to regain his composure. This is an outrageous accusation, he exclaimed, but the panic in his eyes betrayed him. These messages clearly show Zarlan orchestrating the rumor to destabilize our negotiations. Alex continued, his voice steady. We can't allow such deceit to go unpunished. The council members turned their attention to Zarlan, their trust shattered. Do you deny these accusations? The emerald-skinned council member asked, her tone now icy. Zarlan struggled to find words, but his silence spoke volumes. The council members exchanged resolute nods, their decision made. Zarlan, you are hereby removed from these negotiations, the head negotiator declared. We will not tolerate such treachery. With Zarlan escorted out, Alex felt a weight lift from his shoulders. He addressed the council once more. Let's move forward with the negotiations and ensure a prosperous future for all, he urged. The council, now united in their support for Alex, resumed the discussions with a renewed sense of purpose. Over the next hours, they finalized the trade deals and peace treaties, securing favorable terms for Earth and the Galactic Council. As the meeting concluded, Alex couldn't help but feel a sense of triumph. He had faced down a formidable rival and emerged victorious. The power of truth and perseverance had prevailed. Returning to his quarters, Alex reflected on the day's events. He knew that maintaining peace in the galaxy would require constant vigilance and determination. But for now, he was content in the knowledge that he had safeguarded Earth's interests and secured a brighter future for humanity. The galaxy, united by their love for bananas, had taken a significant step towards lasting harmony. And Alex, ever the savvy negotiator, was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Alex Carter entered the bustling council chamber with a determined stride, the holographic file clutched firmly in his hand. The previous day's events had shaken the council, and he was ready to restore order and trust. The room fell silent as he approached the central dais, all eyes on him. I have evidence that Zarlan orchestrated the banana blight rumor, Alex announced, projecting the intercepted communications onto the chamber's central display. The council members gasped as the damning evidence unfolded before them. Zarlan, your deception has been exposed, Alex continued, his voice resonating with authority. These messages clearly show your attempt to destabilize our negotiations. Caught off guard, Zarlan stood, his usual smug demeanor replaced by a veneer of panic. "This is preposterous," he exclaimed, but the trembling in his voice betrayed him. These documents could be fabricated. The emerald-skinned council member, whose skepticism Alex had previously faced, leaned forward. "Do you have any proof to support your claims, Zarlan?" she asked, her tone cold and unyielding. The silence that followed was deafening. "Zarlan's silence speaks volumes," Alex interjected. "The evidence is clear. We cannot let such deceit go unpunished." Murmurs of agreement rippled through the chamber. The head negotiator, figure of considerable authority, stood and addressed the council. "In light of this evidence, Zarlan is hereby removed from these negotiations and stripped of his position. We will not tolerate treachery." Zarlan, now visibly defeated, was escorted out of the chamber by security. As the doors closed behind him, Alex felt a surge of relief. The primary obstacle to his negotiations had been removed. "Now, let's focus on rebuilding trust and moving forward," Alex said, turning his attention back to the council members. "We have a unique opportunity to create a prosperous future for all our planets." The council members, now united and focused, resumed their discussions. Alex expertly navigated the negotiations, addressing each concern with poise and clarity. He outlined the benefits of the proposed trade deals and peace treaties, emphasizing the mutual gains for both Earth and the Galactic Council. Throughout the day, the atmosphere in the chamber transformed from one of tension to one of collaboration. Alex's unwavering confidence and clear communication helped to solidify the Council's trust. By evening, the final terms were agreed upon, and the treaties were ready for signing. As the session concluded, the head negotiator approached Alex. "Your leadership has been exemplary," she said, offering her hand. "You've not only exposed deceit, but also guided us to a historic agreement. The galaxy owes you a debt of gratitude." Alex shook her hand, feeling a deep sense of accomplishment. "It's been an honor to serve," he replied. "This is just the beginning of a new era of cooperation." Returning to his quarters, Alex reflected on the day's events. The challenges had been immense, but he had successfully navigated them with integrity and determination. He knew that the road ahead would still be fraught with obstacles, but he felt ready to face them. The next morning, the treaties were officially signed in a grand ceremony, marking the dawn of a new chapter in interstellar relations. The galaxy, once divided, was now united by their shared love for bananas and the promise of mutual prosperity. As Alex watched the ceremony, he couldn't help but smile at the irony. His simple fruit had become the catalyst for galactic unity. He vowed to protect this delicate balance and ensure that peace and cooperation would prevail. The challenges of diplomacy were far from over, but Alex knew that with truth and perseverance, they could overcome anything. The galaxy, united and hopeful, looked to the future with renewed optimism, ready to face whatever lay ahead. Alex Carter stood at the helm of the council chamber, the weight of the galaxy's expectations on his shoulders. The treaties, drafted and scrutinized, awaited the final signatures. The room buzzed with anticipation, the significance of this moment palpable. "We stand on the brink of a new era," Alex began, addressing the council. "These treaties will not only ensure the prosperity of Earth but will also strengthen the bonds between our worlds. Together, we can achieve greater heights." The head negotiator, her eyes filled with respect, nodded. "Let us proceed with the final negotiations," she said, signaling the start of the session. Alex outlined the terms once more, ensuring every detail was clear. "In exchange for our bananas, we expect technological advancements and the reduction of tariffs on Earth's exports. This mutual cooperation will benefit all parties involved." A council member with sapphire blue skin raised a hand. "What guarantees do we have that Earth's banana supply will remain stable?" he asked, his voice tinged with concern. Alex met his gaze, unwavering. Our agricultural experts assure us that our banana crops are robust and sustainable. We've also implemented advanced farming techniques to ensure a consistent supply. The council member nodded, seemingly satisfied. As the discussion continued, Zarlan, now stripped of his title but still present, made a last-ditch attempt to disrupt the process. "I propose an alternative deal," he interjected, his tone desperate. "Why rely solely on Earth's bananas when we can develop synthetic alternatives?" The suggestion sparked a murmur among the council members. Alex, however, was prepared. Synthetic alternatives lack the unique qualities of Earth's bananas. He countered smoothly. "Our natural produce has unparalleled nutritional and medicinal benefits. This is about more than just trade. It's about maintaining the health and well-being of our populations." Zarlan, unable to argue further, slumped back, defeated. The council members exchanged glances, their trust in Alex evident. The head negotiator cleared her throat. "We have heard all sides. It is time to make our decision." With a unanimous vote, the council members agreed to the terms Alex proposed. The room filled with a sense of unity and achievement as the treaties were brought forth for signing. Each member signed with a flourish, their commitment to this new alliance clear. After the final signature, the head negotiator turned to Alex. "Your leadership and dedication have been exemplary. You've guided us to a historic agreement." Alex felt a swell of pride. "It has been an honor to serve," he replied. "This is just the beginning of our journey together." As the ceremony concluded, Alex made his way back to his quarters, reflecting on the day. The journey had been fraught with challenges, but they had overcome them through perseverance and integrity. The galaxy, once divided, was now united in its pursuit of mutual prosperity. The following morning, a grand ceremony was held to commemorate the signing of the treaties. Representatives from across the galaxy gathered to celebrate this milestone. The atmosphere was electric with hope and excitement. Standing at the podium, Alex addressed the assembly. "Today, we have forged a path to a brighter future. These treaties symbolize not just agreements, but our collective commitment to cooperation and peace. Together, we will thrive." The crowd erupted in applause, the sense of unity overwhelming. Alex stepped down, his heart full. The challenges ahead were inevitable, but he was ready to face them. The galaxy, united by their shared love for bananas and a common vision, looked to the future with optimism. As Alex mingled with the delegates, he couldn't help but smile. His simple fruit had become the symbol of their unity. He vowed to protect this harmony, knowing that together they could overcome any obstacle. The future was bright, and Alex was prepared to lead them into it, one banana at a time. The grand ceremony celebrating the treaty signing had left a lasting sense of hope and unity. Alex Carter stood on the observation deck of the Galactic Council building, gazing at the stars. The galaxy felt different now, more connected, more promising. The door behind him slid open, and the head negotiator entered, her steps echoing softly. "Alex, the feedback from the delegates has been overwhelmingly positive," she said, joining him at the window. "Your leadership has truly made a difference." Alex turned to her, a smile spreading across his face. "Thank you, but this is just the beginning. We need to ensure these treaties are implemented effectively." She nodded. "We've already started forming committees to oversee the implementation. Your role will be crucial in guiding these efforts." Later that day, Alex met with the newly formed committees. Representatives from various planets gathered around the large table, their faces a mix of determination and optimism. Alex addressed them, his tone focused and encouraging. "We've achieved something remarkable," he began, "but our work isn't over. We must ensure that the terms of these treaties are honored and that our cooperation strengthens. Let's start by discussing the immediate steps we need to take." As the meeting progressed, detailed plans were laid out. Trade routes were established, technological exchanges scheduled, and agricultural collaborations planned. The room buzzed with activity, each representative eager to contribute to the new alliance. After the meeting, Alex found a quiet moment to reflect. The galaxy had come together in a way he had never imagined possible. The challenges had been immense, but so was the collective will to overcome them. He felt a profound sense of accomplishment and a deep responsibility to maintain this unity. In the following weeks, Alex's days were filled with coordinating efforts and resolving issues. The implementation of the treaties required constant attention and diplomacy. There were moments of tension and disagreement, but the overarching goal of mutual prosperity kept everyone focused. One evening, as Alex was reviewing reports in his quarters, a message came through from Earth. It was from the Secretary General, commending him for his work and inviting him to speak at the United Nations. Alex accepted the invitation and prepared for his speech. Standing before the assembly at the UN, he felt a surge of pride. "Today, we stand at the dawn of a new era," he began. "Our collaboration with the Galactic Council has not only secured peace but opened doors to unprecedented opportunities. Together, we will build a future that benefits all of humanity and our interstellar partners." The applause was thunderous. Alex's words resonated deeply, and the sense of global unity was palpable. After the speech, he met with world leaders, discussing how to align Earth's policies with the new interstellar agreements. Back in the galaxy, the effects of the treaties were becoming evident. Trade flourished, bringing economic growth and technological advancements to all member planets. The exchange of knowledge and resources led to innovations that benefited everyone. One day, while visiting a banana plantation on Earth, Alex was approached by a young farmer. "Thank you, Mr. Carter," the farmer said, shaking his hand. "Because of you, our crops are now vital to the galaxy. You've given us a future." Alex smiled warmly. "It's not just me, it's all of us, working together." As he looked over the lush fields, Alex felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The journey had been challenging, but the results were worth every effort. The galaxy, once fragmented, was now united by shared goals and mutual respect. Alex knew that the road ahead would still have obstacles, but he was ready to face them. The alliance he had helped forge was strong, and with continued dedication, it would remain so. The stars above seemed to shine brighter, symbolizing the hope and unity that now connected the galaxy. Alex Carter, ever the savvy negotiator, was ready to lead them into a prosperous future, one step at a time.